How did you find this place? It's so well hidden!
I have no interest in finding out where you little rascals hide yourselves away, but I do want my book back. Tell me, how is it that you have the time to conceal your stronghold and apply a magic seal, but not to sign out a library book in the proper manner? You have no respect whatsoever for other people's work.
You just want the book? I was unaware that anyone in Mondstadt was concerned with unearthing the secret hidden inside this book. Who are you?
The librarian. Although I believe that should be quite clear already. Return the book. This is an ultimatum.
Since you insist on concealing your identity, I have all the less reason to give you that book. After all, it contains the secret. Huh? What are you doing? Such concentrated elemental power! Please don't!
Naughty boys who don't do what they're told need a little punishment to keep them in line. This is why I call it, we'll just need to find the book ourselves.
I'll protect us. It's the Pale Princess and the Six Pygmies! Paimon!
That's the one. It's a good...
Otherwise what? Are you...
I would have probably have needed to dish out a little taste of one of my potions in that case. Then again, as I said, it isn't from the restricted section, which is the only reason I would let the average citizen borrow, and it doesn't appear to have any abnormal elemental properties, save for the markings.
Yeah, it seems like just an average storybook.
As far as my duties as a librarian go, since this book has piqued your interest, why don't I let you borrow it? There's no time limit for you. I will register you as custodian rather than borrower. This is an exclusive privilege reserved for trusted citizens only.
Exclusive privilege? Why does Paimon feel this is just...
Excuse me? Are you in some way dissatisfied with my work? Good. You're amenable to reason then. I do wish I could keep you by my side as my personal assistant. My work here is done. I'm going back. Don't forget to register at the library when you have a spare moment.
Let the ship...
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Is it time for a magic show?
You've returned. The paperwork is done.
Thank you, Miss Lisa. But Paimon thinks we're forgetting something. Look, over there on the shelf. And look how many copies.
The Teyvat Travel Guide is a serial publication. It is not part of the...
Oh.
Take one. Consider it your compensation. With you by my side, my troublesome work was a little less dull than...
The Teyvat Travel Guide was just bait to get us to do a day's work.
I hadn't anticipated that a few routine returns inquiries would take us out of the city, let alone down into some underground ruin. As compensation for dragging you into all this bother...
Wow, Lisa went
In fact, they were intended for our next outing. But, never mind. We can discuss next time's activity when the time comes.
Please be quiet within the premises and refrain from making a racket.
Step on up!
One Wing Bookhouse.
Feel free to look around. There's
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel.
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result, it barely sold any copies. And the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it,
Who's Chang the Ninth?
a book collector who lives in Qingce Village. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor. And I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingce and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth? My pleasure, fellow book...
Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide? It's super duper interesting.
heavens are smiting. Uh-huh. And what do you want?
We've heard you've got tons of old books lying around, and we want to borrow the...
Huh. Don't get me started. After the chasm was sealed off, the family mining business started going. To pay off my debts, I had no choice but to pawn off my beloved book collection. Every last book. Do you have any idea what that means? Wrong. That was my life. Unless you have other business here, I'm done.
Please tell me that you didn't pawn Volume 6 of...
Legend of the Shattered Halberd. There's a title.
What? But we don't?
That work was an epic-defining masterpiece. But over time, it was the work that came to define the genre of martial arts novels and sparked a plethora of... Barely any copies of the first edition were ever printed.
The later edition inexplicably went out of print, almost as soon as it was released. A shame, given what it allegedly added.
Yes, that's right. How did I forget? The original edition's 6th volume of that work is so rare. I could never bring my...
You mean you still have...
Yes, it is my...
Hey, Chang! You've got some nerve keeping me and my boss waiting like this. I need an answer. I'm sure you don't need me to remind you that if you mess with Gentry Moutsai, you're messing with the Fatui.
Oh, but you know I can't afford to give a 70% discount on the price. I'd never be able to buy my collection back.
That's your business. The question is, do you want your books, or do you want food on your plate?
Whoa there, friend. Come on. This gentleman is either willing to make a deal or he's not. You can't force him to sell against his will.
Just who do you think you are? Keep your nose out of other people's business.
My liege, I am but one who comes to the aid of this gentleman in his moment of need. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan.
Guhua clan? Did you hear? Oh, there was me thinking the last granddads of Guhua had keeled over and died by now.
Justice is blind to our backgrounds, my friend. That just makes me someone trying to do the right thing. But you? The weasel who does the tiger's bidding may be less powerful than his master, but he is no less guilty.
Get a load of this guy. And you, Chang? You're selling that core lapis whether you like it or...
Oh, how the wolves prey.
So, just to come back to what we were talking about earlier, could I get a yay or nay about borrowing that book?
Oh, what does it matter now? I can't
3 long years I have waited for this day.
All right, give it a rest. Just bring it back when you're finished. Sorry, but...
Hey, where are you going?
Surprise!
So, you like reading?
Oh, amazing!
Hello?
No wonder this book is so highly sought after.
How can they bully poor old Chang the Ninth like this? Forcing him to sell his ore for dirt cheap? It's daylight robbery, pure and simple.
Don't forget me.
Oh, so now you...
The reason I borrowed this book is that it would be a real pity if Chang the Ninth ended up having to pawn it. And I meant every word I said to Chang the Ninth. I will be custodian of this book, and I will also help find a way to buy back the rest of his collection. Of course I do. An initial plan anyway. I still need to work out the details. Give me a second to reflect.
You're still here? What is... I gotta hand it to the Goofball clan. What you lack in numbers and talent, you make up for in gut. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Goofball Clan? I meant Guhua Clan. That's what you.
There's a saying that goes, the insect that shakes the oak tree ludicrously overestimates its ability.
Quit quoting proverb.
Please leave this place. I will not tolerate an attempt to coerce an honest trader, especially when the one you seek to threaten is one to whom I owe a debt of gratitude.
It's cute that you want to stick your neck out for Chang and all, but you picked the wrong time, you little punk. I brought the Fatui to back me up. A whole army of you and your little Guhua buddies wouldn't be able to help you now.
I may be young, my liege, but the path I have chosen makes me no stranger to conflict. Why should I cower in the face of evil?
Oh, great speech. But no.
Are you here to play with me? Let me amuse myself a little.
Rain outlines your fate.
The hunter. Here he comes.
Over here! Oh, now you've got me worked up.
No, my sword!
Let's dance.
The merrier.
Rain cutter!
You really know how to get me going.
I thought that was just a regular pendant you were wearing. You won this round, but you better watch your back. This isn't over.
Would it be too much to hope they've learned their lesson? Yes, though I try to avoid using it. I dislike the unfair advantage it gives me against my opponents. Though I long to restore Guhua to its former glory, it is no easy task.
They've gone for now, but they'll be back looking to cause.
I'll see to it that no harm comes to those who show me kindness. There is a just and unjust way to do business, and I will ensure the matter is resolved satisfactorily. It's not like the Fatui to pick sides in a business dispute, but the confident demeanor of their errand boy suggests there is substance to his words. There must be a deeper level of collusion at work here. He mentioned Gentry Mautai. I know this name. He has a stately residence in Liyue Harbor. Maybe the two of you could go and investigate.
That idea works, but what are you gonna do?
Me? I have other things to look into. Let me see. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace in Liyue Harbor in a bit.
You really have stuff to do?
Wow, so that's how that turned.
Ugh, this guy is so annoying! Paimon just wants to slap him right in his stupid face! Fine, but as per... From now on, he shall be known as... Guhua Geek!
You go first. No need to wait for me. One more page and I'll go and stretch my legs.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this.
What should I put in my litter? You stock at cigarette.
Who goes there? Really? He didn't mention. The Master's dealing with some urgent business today.
Urgent business?
The Master's been working on a major business deal recently.
So, where is he now?
I'm sorry. The Master is stressed that we must not disclose that information to just anyone. No, I mean, yes, you are. I meant no offense. Please, believe me. I'm sorry. Master's currently in business. I beg for your mercy, please. My master will show me no leniency if he
Well, my master has much more important things to do than talking to rude Luckily for you, your bad attitude will be the last thing on our minds when my master's busy
Thank you. May your business forever be blessed by the Lord of Geo.
Nice work! Paimon never knew you were such a tough negotiator. Paimon loves compliments and all, but treating Paimon to some tasty snacks would show that you really mean it. Anyway, seems like the VIP client in question must be one of the Fatui. In that case, let's get our... Seems business is booming at the Shinua kiosk. No one should notice if we blend in there. But either way, if we want to know what kind of shady business they're up to, we better be careful.
Bang! And with that, the fate of the Guhua brothers was revealed.
I understand. I do. Please do not worry. You have my word that the order will be completed as promised.
The subordinate I sent was not quite so optimistic in his appraisal. Is somebody being uncooperative?
We just ran into a minor procurement problem, is all. We haven't managed to purchase the core lapis, but it's nothing for you to worry about. If Chang the Ninth won't sell, I can buy from someone else.
That would be most ideal. I remind you again that the Fatui care only about the result. We are willing to lend a certain degree of support to this transaction. But if it is not completed in time, you may suddenly find our goodwill comes at a price you cannot afford.
I understand. I am indebted to you for your protection. You know I would not dream of disappointing you, don't you?
We shall see when the time comes.
Darn that old man Chang.
So, So, Mr. Gentry, who knows if Guwagi... You said you had other things to look into, as if you're some sort of... When actually, all you meant was you wanted somewhere new to...
I see. I guessed as much.
Did you really guess, or are you just saying that to sound...
The course of action we must take is now clear. To start with, my liege, for reasons that I cannot explain, I will be unable to join you. There is no need for you to read the contents of the letter. When the time comes...
Ugh, this writing is super hard to read. Paimon can't make heads or tails of it.
Hence why I said there's no... The Feiyun Commerce Guild will have someone who can understand it.
But why would you want to get them involved? They're one of the bigwig commerce... Since we got to Liyue, Paimon keeps hearing people mention it. Seems they Having such big backing would be great and all, but are you sure they'd want to help?
No need to worry about that. From what I know, they share my sense of chivalry. Once they have read the carefully reasoned and passionately argued case I put forth in this letter, Gentry Moutsai must be taught a lesson he will never forget. This is something we cannot do on our own. Also, I do not wish for anyone else to know of my involvement in this.
Why not? You're only doing this to try and help Chang the Ninth, right?
To silently disappear at the matter's conclusion, concealing one's name and contribution. This is the chivalrous thing to do. To savor the memory is ample reward. Each droplet of kindness I receive, I am duty-bound to repay with a welling spring of gratitude. I seek neither praise nor reward.
That sounds very lovely. But be honest, you just want them to do it so you can carry on reading your book, don't you?
Thank you in advance for delivering this letter to the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Someone from the guild should be able to receive you near Lioli Pavilion.
Hey! Stop ignoring Excuse us, we come bearing news of a matter requiring your assistance. It's all in this letter.
A letter? Oh, I see. This again. Oh, don't mind me. I was just speculating.
Can we actually read this thing?
Yes, the script is inimitable by the uninitiated. Honored guests, you must both be wary from your long journey. Please allow the Feiyun Commerce Guild to be your host for tonight. Please rest assured that the matter written about has been duly received. We just need some time to prepare. Please take a seat here in Lioli Pavilion, where you may enjoy some light refreshments while taking in the ocean view.
Yay! Tasty snacks!
Of course. We treat visitors with the utmost respect here at the Feiyun Commerce Guild. Please, this way.
And Paimon thought we'd get kicked out, or turned away at the door. Paimon didn't think Guhua Geek had so much clout.
Thank you for your patience. With the amount of wealth and power Gentry Mount's Eye has, it will take more than a slap on the wrist to get through to him. For him to correct the error of his ways, he must feel for himself the same suffering he has inflicted on Chang the Ninth. Since Gentry Mount's Eye's business has to do with core lapis, we simply need to buy up all the stock there is in Liyue. That will put him in a rather sticky situation. Deprived of the necessary raw materials, even the best craftsperson in Teyvat would be unable to make their product.
Great idea! That'll be sure to mess things. But Liyue is huge. Is it really possible to buy up every last bit of core lapis in the harbor?
With the timescale we are on, it is indeed a challenge. Hence, as stated in the letter, we must ask for your further cooperation in the matter. First, there are a number of vendors in the city you will need to buy from. I've marked there is also some unsold core lapis at the chasm. You will need to purchase that too. Finally, there is Chang the Ninth's batch.
Alrighty, so 3 sellers in the city, another one at the chasm, and then Chang the Ninth. Roger that!
Of course. We are not expecting you to cover the cost.
Wow, so many more! With cash like...
Well, this is not the first time we've had to do something like this. It's just par for the course now. All you need to do is strike a deal. The Feiyun Commerce Guild will handle the transportation and other trifling matters. Once you have purchased all the core lapis, please proceed to the Feiyun Commerce Guild's warehouse, where you can see the rest of the plan unfold.
Gotta hand it to Guhua Geek. This is some seriously solid work for a guy who lives in a fantasy world. Let's do this in the order the guy said. First the sellers in the city, then the castle.
Is it time for a magic?
Hi, anything? You want all my core lap? That's sad. None are in writing. The buyers are being... Oh, it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild? Oh, don't worry about my prior client. He hadn't made any down payments or anything. Thank you for your patronage.
Good day, my friend. My apologies. Oh, I thought you were here to purchase Snezhnaya. No, that I still have. Although I ship it all to factories in Snezhnaya. I don't do retail. Too much hassle, not enough return. Sorry. What? No. All right, I'll do it. Just need clearly no shortage of cash.
Oi! Shh! Keep your... All of it? Though my business may not seem so big, all of it would be far more than you actually... Feiyun Commerce? If it's for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, then sign...
grip on them! Over here! Hello there.
Aha, finally. I thought you might come. I hear, as it happens, I do have a batch of core lapis that hasn't been shipped yet. The original buyer's price was already quite high, so...
Are you serious? We spent less than 2 million more.
I'm afraid it has to go to the highest bidder. I'm breaching an existing agreement by selling to you, so it has to be worth my while. Look, you have your problems to deal with and I have mine. You can take it or leave it. So if
All right. We'll pay. When we get back, we'll just have to tell the guild that we'll sell to this gentleman at 4 times the normal price in the future.
Wait, surely there's no need for that. Please, don't do this. It's not even your money. Why be so frugal with it?
It might be the guild's money, but we'll have a tough time explaining to our boss why we spent so much in one go. If he asks, all we can do is mention your name and say you gouged us over the price.
I understand. There's just one other thing, though. There's been an issue with the delivery of this batch. I don't know where exactly, but... So... maybe you could go and look for the carts? There should be 5 of them in total. If you can find them all and tell me where they are, I'll sign the contract right away. Oh, thank you very much.
That's that, then. What?
Why the long face?
This will be interesting.
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Windblade! Another one down. Let Paimon see. That's it, all right.
Freeze! Freeze!
Ready, steady, go!
Don't get frostbite.
I'll protect us.
Dodge this! Don't push your luck. Cool it!
Windblade!
Come a little closer.
Prepare to be blown away! Go, Barbara!
Freeze! Dodge this!
You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
What's the hurry? Cool it!
I'll keep this close.
Oh, yeah! Make a note of the location. Let the show begin. Here we go! Quick, make it. That guy said there were 5 carts in total, so that should be all of them. Let's get back. This has all been quite exhausting for poor little Paimon. He definitely owes Paimon some snacks. I'll protect us. Here, we've made a note of the carts.
Ah, wonderful. Thank you both.
Done and dusted. Yeah! We make a great team, don't we? Now for the final stop on our core lab.
Just who I was hoping to see. I was just thinking to myself, you wouldn't know anything about...
Oh, don't worry. You won't be...
Oh? What happened? Huh? But I don't care who you are. A discount of 70% is simply impossible.
No need. We'll take it at the market.
You mean you're not trying to force the price? I can't believe it. I will make... But Gentry mouth-sized thugs could still come back after I've sold it.
If Paimon told you they're not gonna bother you again, then you'd better believe they're not gonna bother you again.
Huh. Okay, but tell me, what on earth?
Actually, it's for a commission. Can't go into too much detail.
Thank you. Thank you a million times over.
Good people always get what's coming to them in the end. And anyway, let's get going, because apparently we have a show to watch at the Feiyun.
Welcome. The final act in this...
You better believe it! We're the ones who've been doing all the work!
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Divine Halberd, an ominous sword, the way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Moutsai how?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. And it is thanks to your help that everything will play out.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? So go on then, tell me, what are we doing?
Think about it. Gentry Moutsai goes searching for Core Lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic. Gentry Moutsai is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain—
So it was you!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling Core Lapis. Core Lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up.
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wrong. Was it not one of your own men who said
You clearly don't know what's... Master, if you please, seize their Core Lapis!
Let's spark things up a little.
Freeze! Oh, so sorry.
yourself. Freeze! No escape! Dodge this! This moment will be frozen in time. So soon!
No, my sword! Witness the power of Guhua!
You can't run from death. Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I...
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off! The core lap...
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relation...
What are you saying? Master, everything I did...
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait! Master, wait!
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young woman, I am unscathed.
My lord?
You? You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan, and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of—
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
You meddling swine. Well...
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This is a malicious and calculated attempt to—
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
Fine. Have it your way. I'll find the money somehow. Happy now?
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business, and hope you will continue to do business with us in future.
You? Funny-speaking, book-reading So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Moutsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation. You're too kind. You have valor in your heart, and that is worthy of admiration.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua Geek this whole time! Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their art— Paimon's toast, and sorry—
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill. Repeat!
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful resolution. Really, you were Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could— I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The 2 of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, stepped in and saved the day. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for me, my liege.
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about—
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who does—
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Chang the Ninth's palace, and not just his gratitude?
A reward?
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay. Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now.
that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the... Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this Cor Lapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had...
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem. But to instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility. What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat travel guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity. My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. I can't believe it. What?
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing. That little rascal. Sure. Now I can get back everything I lost.